What's up, guys? Matt Brown here, Mo Nawara. We are going to go into some Major League Baseball with you guys over on Apple TV, nationally syndicated here. So hopefully you guys go and find the Dodgers and Phillies, and we'll be talking about this game and all these national televised games here on the channel. So be sure, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button down below. We will be here breaking these games down. So Mo, let's kick things off here. This is Yamamoto versus Luzardo. Currently about minus 130-ish out there in the market on the Dodgers, guys. Obviously, we're recording this early in the day. Line could change throughout the course of the day. When the lineups come out, could change as well. So just know that this is what the lines are as of this recording. About plus 110 out there if you want to back the Phillies. Looks like flat 8 is your prevailing total there in this one. Let's start with the pitching matchup here with Yamamoto and Luzardo. We know Luzardo, a guy that long time coming for the prospect to ever come around to being good here in Major League Baseball. That being said, over to the Phillies. We'll see if he can get something done. Of course, Yamamoto, the huge pedigree in Japan, coming over for the Dodgers. How do you look at this one?
I look at it similar to the way the market's looking at it, to be honest. Yeah, I had my fare right around this minus 130 number. Yoshi, Yamamoto, off to a good start. He's throwing hard. He's missing bats. On the other hand, you have Luzardo, who he joins the Phillies in an offseason trade, I believe. He's had an up and down career. The pattern's been pretty clear for him. When he's healthy, he's usually great. When he's not, things get a little hairy. Last year he was not, but then he came out this year and pitching for the Phillies, it's kind of an organization you trust when it comes to fostering and developing pitching talent. So not too surprised that he came out throwing 97, looking good. He's up to his old velocity. I think we have to expect good things from him right now as long as he's upright. I mean, 68% first strikes in that first game, missed a ton of bats. I am pretty bullish on him right now, but the Dodgers killed lefties last year, I believe. I think they were the best or second best offense against lefties. So, I don't know, man. These offenses are so good. I'm right around this number, and if I had to pick one bet in this game, it'd probably be the over. I mean, it's sitting 8, and these offenses with an 8 in that ballpark, there could be some balls flying out, but, a great pitching still, so it's really hard to say. Maybe a prop on Luzardo under outs or something. I could see the Dodgers working some counts, and the Phillies, they let him throw 95 pitches. I doubt they're going to, given his injury history, let him go too much farther than that.
Yeah, I'm looking here at a lineup very likely for the Dodgers that is going to just have one lefty, and that's going to be Shohei, so who cares? And then they'll pop Conforto onto the bench, likely put Muncy on the bench and throw in Rojas and Chris Taylor most likely in there. So it looks like he'll be going up against 8 righties and then Shohei Ohtani. So it doesn't really matter if he's a lefty or not. It's friggin' Shohei. So I'm kind of with you. I want to bet on the pedigree here of Luzardo and not what we've seen here early on. I mean, maybe, like you said, maybe the Phillies saw something in him and can fix him or whatever it might be somewhere along the way. But I'm going to think that maybe Luzardo is just Luzardo. I like the over here in this one as well. This Dodger team can get you most of the way there, I think, in my opinion, and they're not asking very much from the Phillies going up against Yamamoto in this. I get it. This Phillies lineup looks pretty potent up and down it, but Yamamoto, I think, is a dude that can go in there and neutralize them fairly well. But I think they get to him for a couple of runs here in this one. I think the Dodgers get us most of the way too as well. So I'm with you there, Mo. I like the over as a look here in this one. And the only other thing that I would be looking at is maybe if we're going toward an over, then find your favorite Dodger and look at that kind of like hits, runs, RBIs, or total bases, or some kind of something like that. And kind of a correlated tack on, right, would be to put one of those guys in your account as well, because we're certainly not getting to the over, and we're certainly not getting to the Dodgers getting there if they're if whoever it is, somewhere up and down the lineup isn't getting on base and scoring some runs. And so that's kind of how I would be looking at it.
Yeah, maybe also just like Yamamoto along the same lines as Luzardo, really. A pitcher who I think is going to be very good on a rate basis, but I think the team is going to be careful with him. He got hurt last year. He doesn't have a lot of history of going deep into games. He was in the middle of last season before he got hurt, and then when he came back, they were very careful with him. 4 innings, 3 innings, 5 innings, and then to start this year, 5 innings, 5 innings. I don't think that's going to be another long outing, so I haven't looked at pitcher props, but maybe some pitcher unders there would be okay as well.
Yeah, and so this is kind of how I've gone about these, or how I'm going to go about these Dodgers pitchers and all of this as well. And the reason I really like that angle that you just brought up is in what might be one of the most historically good bullpens that we've ever seen with this Dodger team. Like, you get to 5 innings with your starter, and then it's kind of like you just turn it over in the game, like basically game over, right? And so with them not really knowing the timetable for Kershaw and all this other stuff, like, I'm with you. Even though they're super deep, I think you're wanting to keep these dudes fresh and healthy, considering you don't really know the timeline on some of these dudes that are hurt for them in that rotation. We don't really know how serious they are about getting Shohei innings, all these different things like that, right? And so, Yamamoto, I think under an outs or something like that or whatever is certainly another way to kind of correlate what we're thinking with the way that this game might play out.
Yeah, or even like how good both these bullpens are, even like a live under if these offenses get off to a hot start. I think both of these teams probably feel this way about their bullpens, and rightfully so.
Yeah, I'm with you there on that one as well, guys. Of course, we're going to be here with all of the nationally syndicated baseball games. So again, go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below if you have not done so already. Everything over at thelines.com, absolutely free as well. So go take in not just the baseball content, but every single sport that's going on out there. So be sure and go in and get the written words as well. For Mo, I'm Matt. Good luck on all your Dodgers and Phillies bets.